Was at this very same venue about 4 years ago with this industry. Not so? I remember we even signed an agreement of what you wanted PDP government to do for you if PDP was voted into power. But unfortunately, you did not vote for PDP. You went and voted for APC. So there was or there is a breach of contract between us. Now I think it's time to review our relationship and then sign a new contract. I have listened with rapt attention, to various presentations made by, members or representatives of this industry. It's a vast industry, very vast. That is why you are only second to agriculture as far as the economy of this country is concerned. We have it on record that you are the second largest producer of movies as well. In all aspects of your industry, is either you are first or you are second. Me inclusive, because I have a radio station, I have a television station. So I know what I have gone through. I know how much money that I made elsewhere and invested in it, and the losses I'm still making. When this lady was talking, you from Delta, I just imagined myself in her position. I face the same challenges: road, water, electricity, this and that, everything. I supplied just to inform and entertain the community, the local community. So I want you to regard me as one of you. Of course, the first government to set aside any amount of money for the development and advancement of this industry is the PDP government. Yes, we have, or you had challenges assessing, the funding. What we need to do is increase the funding, liberalize the funding process, make it easier. I totally reject direct CBN intervention. We have various agencies of government, either as banks or agencies of government that are responsible for all this. We should be able to make it easier to access these funds through those agencies. That is to say, diversify the access to the funding that is provided by government. And then, of course, encourage, the private sector to be also part of this venture capital. Because government alone, like one of you said, cannot provide all the funding that is needed to develop this prosperous industry in terms of wealth creation, in terms of employment opportunities, particularly to our young men and women. So for me, this is a very vital, essentially a live wire for our economy. a sector that provides the second, income and employment opportunities is not a sector that we should toy with. So for me, if you give me the opportunity, whether you make me write agreement or you don't, I will do it. But it is essential we work together, identify where are we going to have, or where do we have the challenges today, and how do we remove those challenges, these roadblocks. Let me also commend the presentations that have been made today here. They were completely different from the presentations made to me 3-4 years ago. I was ready to stay longer than planned or expected, just to listen to the various presentations, very brilliant presentations. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited and I look forward to a very, very close collaboration with you on how we can develop this sector and exploit the potentials in this sector. It's a multifaceted sector which can produce multi-billion income, and that can create millions of jobs which our young men and women are yearning for today. So, whether you want us to go again by way of agreement or by way of any other way of understanding, I stand available. So, but I must commend your patriotic zeal in spite of all the obstacles that are clearly in your way in achieving, your objectives. From the way you made presentation, I mean, you are doing it, out of your inner belief, not necessarily induced by monetary gain. I mean, it really, really has, an impact on me as far as I'm concerned. More so, it is an industry that is dominated by women and men, not men and women. So let me assure you, as I speak, I believe I speak the mind of each and every one of us here. And I believe we can, if we work together, we can make it. So I want to thank you very much. It's been a wonderful evening. I wish we could continue. But we have to be in Oshun tomorrow. Huh? Imole. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much. Let me also commend the people who put this thing together. I look forward to another possible meeting before the elections so that we can clearly identify what kind of relationship are we going to have and how do we implement the provisions of that relationship. Because I don't want just for us to sign something, either an MOU or an agreement, and then just put it by the side. And then we don't do anything again until another election season comes, and then we begin to come. No. By the time we sign or agree on something, When we return, we want to say we have done A, B, C, D, D, and so on and so forth. Not just talk shop. No, I'm not the kind of person. So I very much commend those who have put this together and those who have participated, and particularly, the presentations. I am moved by those presentations, and I have learned a lot. So I thank you very much indeed. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you all. Thank you.
Please, another round of applause to Atiku Abubakar. Thank you very much, Mr. President.